This man eats dumplings every single day, 3 meals a day, and he's been doing it for 20 years. But it's not because he loves them. He has no other choice. It's the only way he can barely stay alive. And his reason for staying alive is simple. He needs to figure out where the hell he is and why he's been imprisoned here. See, this guy was a mess, smack in the middle of a midlife crisis. On the outside, he looked put together, but underneath, he was a raging alcoholic, living a completely twee-fey life. He didn't give a damn about his daughter's birthday. When his ex-wife called to complain, he just blew up at her defensively. His boss told him to land a client, but instead he made a sleazy move on the client's wife. Not only did the deal fall through, but he got slapped hard across the face for his trouble. Life sucked, but the man didn't care. As long as he could drink, he felt happy. Late one night, stumbling drunk down the street, a woman holding an umbrella suddenly appeared before him. The world started spinning, and he blacked out. When he came to, he was in a room. Strangely, the shower was running, but the bathroom was empty. The room itself was basic, but stocked with all the necessities. However, when he pulled back the curtains, he discovered the window was fake. The door was locked tight. No matter how much he yelled, no one answered. It finally dawned on him. He was being held captive, but he had no idea why. Food was delivered regularly through a slot, but maddeningly, while the packaging changed, the meal was always dumplings. He couldn't stand it. He desperately grabbed the leg of the person delivering the food, but got no response, just shoved back mercilessly. Gradually, he grew numb to the routine. Then one day, white smoke suddenly filled the room, knocking him unconscious. While he was out, someone entered and meticulously gathered samples and details from his life. It wasn't until he saw a news report on the room's TV about his ex-wife's murder that the horror truly set in. According to the report, all the evidence found at the scene pointed directly to him. Even his 3-year-old daughter had been placed in foster care. He broke down completely. He knew he'd been framed, but couldn't fathom who he could have possibly angered enough to do this. 3 years crawled by. The daily torment, combined perhaps with the lingering effects of his past alcoholism or forced sobriety, started to erode his sanity. He lived increasingly in his own fantasies, even befriending a rat that shared his cell. But even that tiny sliver of companionship was cruelly taken away when the rat was served to him as his lunch. That was the breaking point. He completely snapped, smashed the mirror, and decided to end it all. But when he woke up again, he wasn't dead. His hair had been cut, and everything in the room he could have possibly used to harm himself was gone. He realized then, with chilling certainty, that he was being constantly monitored. Whoever was on the other side of that screen wasn't going to let him die easily. He endured 5 more years and a daze. His ex-wife's murder case went cold, becoming a media mystery. Then, unexpectedly, he saw his daughter on TV. She was much older now, thriving, living well with her foster parents, and had learned many talents. Seeing that heartwarming image, a flicker of light appeared in his dead eyes. His daughter's face gave him an immense surge of motivation. He had found a reason to live again. From that day on, the man began a new routine. He wrote letters to his daughter every day. He started exercising rigorously. He even managed to truly kick his dependence on alcohol, focusing his mind. He did it all for the hope of one day seeing his daughter again. As the years passed, he grew physically stronger. He discovered a blind spot in the bathroom where the camera couldn't see. Patiently, relentlessly, he started scratching at the mortar between the tiles with his fingernails. After 12 long years of tireless effort, he actually managed to dig out a potential escape route. The moment had finally come. He carefully packed the letters he'd written to his daughter.